You may decide that part of your healing process will be a date, a rendezvous, a little fling with a man who you know is not going to stick around. You don't need that. You then have the Prince of Swords. These could just be friends. These could be sons of yours if you have sons. One of these princes is going to offer an apology or a gift, a token, something you'll love. The other prince is going to offer you a lot of insight and ideas. He is a little wild in his imagination and he speaks very fast. He's got a destructive logic. If you have men in your family and you've just gone through a betrayal, they may be offering you their assistance here, their wisdom and their assistance. It's going to be a little bit too much for you. 10 of Wands here. On Friday, Aquarius, you wake up feeling like you can glow. You wake up feeling like you're good. Like you have all the love you need. You have all the things you actually need. You'll be even better off without this thing in your life that is not serving you. It has been a blessing in disguise. This is where you integrate your two sides here and you come out the Empress on Friday. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. You may do something very unusual for you on Friday. You may engage in 2 dates on Friday that both end with a bang. You may engage in a confrontation on Friday with 2 people who you've never wanted to confront before. You may just rally your friends and family around you and let them carry some of this weight that you've been carrying, but that's not like you. It would not be like you to need help, to admit that you're angry, to admit that you don't know exactly how to move forward now. But that's going to help you complete this process. The bad shit happened to your circuitry to upset it. While you rebuild it, you are gaining strength and knowledge. You are becoming a better circuitry designer for yourself. So there was a good point to this. Friday night, 10 of coins, good day to play the lottery. Real good day to play the lottery. If you're up with your family, this is a family picnic. This is a nice get together at someone's nice big house. This is talking about you're going to be okay. You have everything you need. You have a good head on your shoulders. Yeah, 4 of Wands reversed. Yeah. So if you attempt to do something too much on Thursday or Friday, Aquarius, I don't think you're going to get super great results. You might feel like if you have 2 dates on Friday, they both were not awesome. It might feel like if you got a lot of people around you getting up in your business, that might be a little bit too much for you. I would say just try to strike a pose of security and stability. If people seem very concerned about you, maybe they should have been a couple days ago. Now you're feeling better. You don't need all that today. You might want to just post up by yourself. You might want to Netflix and chill on Friday. If you're going to be around people, just make that air around you. Let them know that you're okay now. And we can talk about them now. Somebody else could be on the front page for once, right? If you happen to be the Princess of Coins in this relationship, if you are the other woman and you just found out, that wife is coming for you on Thursday. Daytime, switch your plans. Don't tell nobody. She's upright, so she's going to win that one, okay, Princess? Pardon me. I don't think you had to do nothing wrong to get that wife's sword. And she would still be right because he did something wrong. You see that, honey? So you just, Thursday, you don't be where you normally are in the middle of the day. You tell somebody where you be, you go somewhere else. Yeah, there's an injustice here about some options. You're going to be feeling like maybe you deserve more than what you're getting out of this one. If you're the Princess of Cups, or I'm sorry, the Princess of Coins, you're going to feel like this was a waste of your time and abilities. It was not a waste. It does not mean that it has to keep going. You will get the education from this one. King of Swords reversed. Yep. Cruel intentions. Someone was out here, Aquarius, someone was out here needing a lot of options because, and the other thing is that they would let all of the options know that they were options. Why? Because that's extremely cruel and hurtful. And that's what they're all about. Your main event is that you notice there's some kind of injustice, some kind of imbalance. Someone has an awful lot of options. You might find evidence of a lot of messages, a lot of profile work, a lot of search and hunt activities. It's going to keep you up all night finding it. Okay, it's going to let you know that this person who you've been letting be an intellectual authority to you, you've been letting someone guide you with their rules for you, and you find out they haven't been abiding by one, not one. After a whole night of feeling like, not like the rug's been pulled out from under you necessarily, but like that mixed with, you know, what is the most effective way to slash 4 tires and get away with it, that type of activity, right? Then you get a breath, okay? I'm going to encourage you to sleep, even if you got to put a tone on and force yourself to sleep. Do not take no drugs. You heard me, a tone on the YouTube, okay? Once you determine that this was all intentionally done, all these lies, all these options, all the time, it was never going to change. Here you go. Now you have your Prince of Pentacles, Prince of Swords. Here on the main line, you had Prince of Cups, Prince of Swords. Here you got Prince of Pentacles, Prince of Swords. You might have 2 brothers. You might have 2 friends. You might have 2 lovers. They both want to help you. Prince of Pentacles is not going to get riled up real quick. If he's angry, he is a bulldozer. Send him. Prince of Swords is going to be too... he's not going to have a solid plan, okay? Rely on your Prince of Pentacles there. Whichever one is a better, harder worker, whichever one of these dudes holds down a job, holds down a commitment, doesn't act out all the time. The one who is acting out on your behalf now, after they hear about all this, he's the one who's going to get it done. Safely express your anger to these 2 masculine energies. They're both young. Okay, they're both young. You may have had a crush on one. You may have had a crush on the Prince of Pentacles because he came up as the Prince of Cups here in your main line. These might be your sons. The Prince of Pentacles is normally the one who loves you a lot, like says I love you, gives you hugs and kisses, wants to cook you food. The Prince of Swords is always bringing home A's and dazzling you with his ideas and his inventions and blah, blah, blah. He's a little bit too aloof to remember your birthday, things like that. If these 2 fellows are around you, they're going to be helping you put down the burdens that you've been carrying. Okay, if this is all about a job that you've got to cut, and these are 2 co-workers, if you're going out on your own, these 2 will come with you. You could Jerry Maguire that day. 4 Cups, yeah. You're going to end up deciding with their help that you now can say no. You can now say no to the Knight of Cups reversed. Whoever that guy was with all his options, you can now say no. You can now say no. If you've been trying to choose between a bunch of different guys somehow and you haven't been able to choose one, choose 2. Allow yourself to choose 2. It looks like they'll be okay with that, and it looks like that'll make your choice, right? You can lose 5 of your 7 cups. Let's focus on 2. We'll see what happens. All right, Aquarius, I like this feeling. Button it up with my abalone shells here. And let's talk about your feather. Peacock. Inherent wisdom is emerging at this time, Aquarius. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. I'm telling you, lady, sir, whoever you are, you were not going to be able to fight the good fight before you get the universe card tomorrow. That spins up in you a whole new motion. And with that new motion, by Thursday, you are holding the sword of truth in your hands. You may have been standing there for a long time wondering, when is this sword going to fly into my hands? And that day is Thursday. It's finally come. Let me read to you the affirmation for the peacock and we'll get you out of here. I'm going to say it 3 times. That's how I do it. Affirmation. I invite a greater understanding of my soul's divine wisdom. I invite a greater understanding of my soul's divine wisdom. I invite a greater understanding of my soul's divine wisdom. Yeah. Allow yourself to be angry. Allow yourself to know that's still a beautiful part of you. All of you is beautiful. All of you is acceptable, and all of you is very useful to getting you to where you need to go. Accept all of you. That's what this fool was here for. All right? He just gave you an education that you couldn't buy with all the money in the world. Congratulations, Aquarius. You graduated. Let your friends help you. I love you very much. I'll be back here, I hope, tomorrow with your full moon review. So stay tuned for that. And check that box. You're going to love it. All right.